WWE superstar Xavier Woods here.
This is Kadesh Flow.
What's up? It's One Up here. Still my work clothes.
I'm Shubzilla.
And briefly, I'd like to talk about what it means to me to be a black nerd.
About what it means to be part of the NPC to me.
Now, I'm here because I'm a nerd. I am in the NPC, Nerdy People of Color Collective.
I feel like people of color who desire to be creative always hit the same kind of wall.
Now, what we want to do is make sure that everybody knows it's cool to be a nerd and embrace it.
Where somebody says to you, man, you're doing that stuff that white people do. And it's a very silly thing. And I laugh when I say it, but it's something that hits people, you know?
I don't think that should define what makes you happy in life. Like, what's here should define what makes you happy in life.
When I was growing up, it was really so much as a man, a person of color. It was really, ignorant, gangsta, or whatever. But being a nerd of color, breaks that barrier down, and it's no longer a stereotype anymore.
One day I grew up and I was just like, I don't care anymore because I do things that I want to do, and things that make me happy.
I embrace it as a child. I embrace it as an adult, full grown. I happen to perform by punching people in the face, getting punched in the face for the WWE.
Some of my happiest childhood memories include drawing pictures, playing lots of video games, coming up with crazy scenarios for my toy. All that was so important to me that when I grew up and became a hip-hop artist, I picked the name Sammus from the video game Metroid. But I realized later that there weren't a lot of faces that actually looked like me on TV and in the games I was playing.
The games that I enjoyed, the anime that I watched, the characters that I followed didn't fully represent me.
And there weren't a lot of people that looked like me that I could talk to about nerdy and geeky stuff.
Or they were tokenized as the only woman or only person of color in a particular group of characters.
And I don't understand why intellectual, creative, forward-thinking ideas can't be had by people of color.
Doing things that make you happy, being creative, meeting like people, like-minded, creative people.
I think if somebody has the wherewithal to take the versatile, nerdy mindset and transfer that not only to creativity but to the work and life pursuits, there's definitely some good things that can come out of it.
In college, I was a track athlete. I played in the band still. I studied economics. I was
that guy who played football but also was good at trombone, who also rapped and was a huge nerd but was a floater.
I work in corporate America now as a process engineer, and I still get to make music.
And I still do all things like this. See everything around me, see all these games. This is my life.
Even as an MC that is active in nerdcore, I'm one of a small pool of MCs of color, and I'm one of an even smaller pool of women MCs in this genre.
That's why it was so important for me to meet Mega Ran and other nerdcore artists of color and other kind of nerds and geeks of color to show that our perspective is important. What we have to say is really matters.
I feel like kids that come up hearing those same things that we heard should have a place where they can go, and a place and people that they see who have done those types of things.
And I think that that's a big part of my mission now, is to include kind of the voices and think about the people who look like me, who are not represented when it comes to nerd and geek topics.
It's a space where we can create that inclusive community where everyone can represent and be represented.
And those are things that make me happy. So when I look back on my life, I'll look back on the things I did and the people that I met that I truly enjoyed spending time with, making music with, hanging out with, and
we are doing those types of things. We're standing up against those silly water cooler conversations or stereotypes. It's the NPC collective.
Yourself, being who you are and being yourself is cool.
Don't hide it. Bring it out. Because nerds rule the world.